Hey everybody, it's me, Steve Schnee, the CD Junkie. On this episode of CD Junkie, I'm going to be talking about a great British pop band by the name of Kelly's Heels. This is a band fronted by singer-songwriter Bob Kelly. Enormously talented. And this group has been around for, well, heck, Bob Kelly himself has been around for about 35 years on the music scene. Kelly's Heels has been around for about 26 years. An incredible body of work. Every album jam-packed, full of these wonderful pop gems that incorporate, let's say, power pop, mod, psychedelia, bubblegum, just great crunchy Brit throughout their career. They've released a series of albums that, the quality control just does not disappear. They're always top-notch albums, and they're such a band worthy of you diving into. Sometimes their stuff can be a little bit hard to find, but I'm going to put a link to the Kelly's Heels site, which is kellysheels.co.uk, and you'll be able to find some of the albums there. Let's start with The Ashes. This is actually a band that Bob Kelly was in. It was a duo. And they put out a total of 3 albums, I believe. The first album, For God's Sake No, was, I think, available on CD, but I don't own it. That came out in 1990. The Sheer Weight of Numbers was their second album, and that, I'm not sure if that was on CD, but their third album, Smashed, came out in 1994. This is available on CD. It was a guitar and drum duo, before that became in vogue. And the music is a mixture between garage rock, power pop, 60s influence stuff. Great. I mean, just the energy. I mean, you can hear the conviction, the energy, the excitement in Bob Kelly's voice and in his songwriting. But after a while, the duo broke up and Bob formed Kelly's Heels. Now, before I move on to Kelly's Heels, I will say that the Warm Fuzz label put out a compilation called Selective Amnesia, and this features tracks from all 3 albums. And if you are a Kelly's Heels fan already, or if you're just a fan of great British garage rock, power pop, mod, definitely check out that. Now let's start with the first Kelly's Heels album. This came out in 1998. It's called Gone Off Pop, and it's jam-packed with some great pop tunes. Now, like the first batch of albums here, they became known here in the U.S., sort of a cult, pop band, power pop band, involved with like IPO or Poptopia, whatever was around at the time. And, a lot of people were really digging them, but I think some of the people may not realize just how much material they have out. So I'm going to go through these real quick. Gone Off Pop, like I said, came out in 1998. Fantastic music. Blunt Cut was their next album, and that came out in 1999. Now, it took another 3 years before the album 3-Chord Brag came out. Now, what this was is they had a certain style of recording, and they'd stuck with that, in the early days, with The Ashes and Kelly's Heels. So they decided to, approach their music, record it in a different fashion. 3-Chord Brag sort of goes back and re-records some of the earlier songs to see if the vibe, the sound is different. There's not much new on the album in terms of new material, but it's an incredible sort of a reinterpretation. It's the band, I'd say some of the versions on this, in fact, if not most of the versions, are more energetic and powerful. And so 3-Chord Brag is, a collection of re-recordings for the most part, but still a great record. The next album was called Bent Over Backwards, and that came out in 2003, the same year as 3-Chord Brag. So it's continuing that new way of recording, their new setup, and that's another great collection of songs. Now, a lot of people in the US and Australia and UK were catching on to, hey, this is a pretty darn good band. Let's dig into them. Now, there's a great label from Australia. Actually, they used to be around, called Pop Boomerang Records, and they put out a compilation of Kelly's Heels tracks called Dig In. Some of the songs here are remixes, so you're going to be able to find something different on this album compared to the others. I do want to point out that there is a 5-track compilation here called Scratching the Surface. It's a 5-track EP, kind of a primer, taking a track from the previous albums, essentially 1 track from the previous albums. Obviously, this is a compilation. So it's, if this is what you find and you can get it, this is going to perfectly introduce you to the band. But I would probably go for the Dig In before I went for this. But still, it's great to have this in the collection because it's Kelly's Heels. Now, the next album came out, and that is called Neither Use Nor Ornament. Came out in 2007. Now, like I said, this band is power pop, mod, garage. I mean, there's Merseybeat. Thing is there's such a big Merseybeat influence in their music, but it doesn't come out sounding like a Beatles or Jerry and the Pacemakers or anybody like that. But when you listen to them, you can hear those types of chord changes. You can hear those influences. Bob's vocals, I don't like to compare, but he's somewhere between like Jerry Marsden from Jerry and the Pacemakers, Fergal Sharkey from the Undertones, but not as high and warbly. And sometimes his voice reminds me of Dave Swanson from the band called The Pop. Look, I know that I'm getting obscure, so let's just continue with the rest of the albums here. Anyway, this album here called Playing Into Your Hands came out in 2011. Another great collection of songs. A lot of this, like I said, you can get from the kellysheels.co.uk website. Then after that came Ringing in Your Ears. That's an album from 2016. Every album just keeps reminding you what a great band this is. And sometimes, we just add stuff to our collections and maybe we don't go back and revisit it all the time. But this is a band that just with each album, it just makes you go, oh, I got to go back and listen to, this album or that album. So you're listening to the new album, you're listening to the back catalog, and with every release, it just inspires you to just dig deeper into this band's catalog. The next album was called Soundproof, and that came out in 2020. Remember what I said about all the other ones? Great stuff. Still maintaining that power pop mod, Merseybeat garage. Incredible. And then 2024, they actually put out a brand new album called Since Records Began. And this is yet another wonderful collection of songs. In fact, they didn't have any music videos for this, so I created a music video for the song Get Out If You Can. And you can see that on my channel separately, but I also created it specifically for an episode of Schnee TV. And if you haven't watched Schnee TV and you love indie music videos, definitely check that out. But I'm not here to talk about that. I'm here to talk about Kelly's Heels. I'm finished talking about the albums. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play you a medley of songs so you can hear what the Ashes and especially Kelly Heels sounds like. And hopefully this inspires you to check out the band even further. Wonderful catalog, wonderful collection of music. Sit back, relax, give this a listen, and I will see you on the other side.
She's coming home now. She's coming back. She's a man with superside. She sits out of right. You don't notice in the light of day. Don't hide from him like a man with superside. See it's anyway. Anything you want me to. Anything you need me to. Anything you ask me to. I will do. You know I will forget you. Forget me. Forget everything I am. Forget time. Forget scene. Perfect surface, perfect light for a world that's yet to come. Daddy's baby, all grown up, as he knows she must become. What's it matter any? You don't know straker, they all wanna break her in, and I wanna start again, and nobody minds. Two of a kind. Goodbye, perfect world. I can't hope to hold you any better than I do.
That's it. Really a wonderful band to check out. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. Remember to like, comment, share, subscribe, to ring that bell for future notifications. And until the next time, remember me. I'm Steve Schnee, the CD Junkie.